It was during a sunny segment of Live with Kelly and Mark that the ever-glowing Kelly Ripa turned to her husband of nearly 3 decades, Mark Consuelos, and said, half laughing, half serious, "I resent the fact that you just aren't aging." It was a throwaway line to some, a soundbite for a social media clip. But like many moments in long marriages, it was laced with familiarity, truth, humor, and just a touch of that inexplicable magic that makes some love stories last. And it struck a chord not just because it came from a daytime TV queen, but because it reflected a universal sentiment. How we perceive ourselves and our partners as time dances across our faces, bodies, and lives. The ageless wonder Mark Consuelos, now in his 50s, seems to have stumbled into some secret fountain of youth, or at least that's how it looks on camera. His jawline remains stubbornly chiseled, his hair defiantly dark, and his physique virtually unchanged from his All My Children days. Meanwhile, Kelly Ripa, also in her 50s and herself no stranger to a glowing complexion and killer workout routine, insists with a wink that she's being outpaced by his lack of wrinkles. Her resentment isn't jealousy so much as amazement mixed with affection, a long married partner's bemused observation that time doesn't seem to touch them both equally. He's Benjamin Buttoning, Kelly has joked in the past. And while science might point to genetics, skincare, or good lighting, love often gives us a different lens through which we view each other and ourselves, the mirror of marriage and long-term relationships. Especially ones played out under the spotlight, there is an unspoken mirror we all look into, sometimes proudly, sometimes anxiously. When Kelly says she resents Mark for not aging, what she's really doing is holding that mirror up to herself and to the culture around her. Women, especially in entertainment, are expected to age backward, or at least age invisibly. Men, they're allowed to mature like fine wine. So when Mark Consuelos shows up looking like a poster for eternal youth, it's not hard to see how Kelly, even playfully, might feel the pressure mount a little. Yet her comment is also layered with deep comfort, because what truly defines their marriage is not the appearance of youth, but the act of growing through time together. Not untouched by age, but touched differently, in ways that only those who've shared decades of pillow talk, parenting chaos, career highs and lows, and mutual mischief can understand. The comedy of time Kelly and Mark's relationship has always thrived on humor. From candid conversations about their kids' embarrassing moments to honest tales of marital squabbles, they've never shied away from letting the public in on the imperfections. In that way, the resentment over Mark's non-aging is part of the act, a bit of comic relief in the drama of aging that we all star in, willingly or not. "I pluck 4 new gray hairs every morning," Kelly once said on the show. He wakes up looking like he just stepped out of a cologne ad. Of course we know better. Behind every photo-perfect red carpet moment is a good moisturizer, a team of stylists, and likely a 6 a.m. workout no sane person wants to think about. But Kelly's real genius is turning that everyday reality, those private eye rolls at our partner's genetic lottery wins, into something shared, laughable, and human. What it means to grow old together, or not. Growing old together is one of those poetic phrases we romanticize. But in practice, it looks different for everyone. For some couples, it means synchronized aging, with each partner mirroring the other's life changes like a duet. For others, it's more like a jazz composition, improvisational, uneven, with one person seemingly holding the same note while the other changes key entirely. Kelly and Mark's public dynamic seems to fall into the second category. She acknowledges the imbalance with grace and wit, even if there's a touch of exasperation in her voice, but beneath the laughter is a truth many couples face quietly: the way aging shifts our identity, especially when we feel like we're changing more or less than our partner. It can be funny, frustrating, even a little sad. But it can also be freeing, especially when handled with the kind of honesty Kelly brings. The beauty in the joke, what Kelly Ripa models, perhaps unintentionally, is what many women want. The freedom to age on their terms and to talk about it without shame. To say, hey, this is hard sometimes. Even when the world thinks you've got it all figured out, her playful resentment isn't vanity, it's vulnerability masked in humor. It's a reminder that even beautiful, successful, seemingly ageless women have insecurities and that it's okay to laugh at them. It's also a love language of sorts. Because when you tease your partner about looking too good, you're also saying, I see you. And sometimes that's all we need to feel connected. Time isn't the enemy, comparison is in the end. It's not really about who's aging better. It's about how we grow, adapt, and stay present with each other through time. Kelly, Ripa, and Mark Consuelos. Maybe Hollywood's fit and fabulous sweethearts. But they're also just two people figuring out how to keep laughing while gravity does its thing. They remind us that aging is not a race or a punishment, but a process. And that love, real love, doesn't keep score. It just keeps showing up with laugh lines, eye cream, and maybe a little mock resentment. So the next time you look at your partner and think, how is it that you still look 35? Just know you're not alone. Say it out loud. Laugh about it. Maybe even tell them you resent it, if only just a little. Then lean in, kiss them on their annoyingly smooth cheek, and thank time not for what it takes away, but for what it gives you. Day after day, the joy of growing older together. Let me know if you'd like this adapted into a blog post, narrated script, or stylized